Are we playing right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You
fool.
are.
Where am I?
You're in the middle of the village. I found you.
Ha! I've
How did
abandoned you.
How did you sling yourself so far?
Well, it's psychic.
Yeah, obviously.
You wish.
Clearly.
You wish
I
you had
used
access to
mage
fly
hand
yet.
and then threw myself. Because I'm only a foot long.
How much do you weigh?
I think it was 7.
You are too heavy for mage hand.
How much do you weigh? 7.
Is there anything specific you guys are looking for, or just want a hard no out in front before we start?
I don't really care.
I don't know where Nikolai went. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm right here. What do you mean?
Whether that's
Oh, I didn't
Whether-
mean to be back.
whether that's themes of the game, certain situations.
Just as long as it's not Curse of Strahd level of me dying and making a new character, I'm fine.
Yeah, as long as yeah.
It's usually never that. I don't quite understand that comment though, but I feel like that means a lot of characters were made.
No, it's just I've had a lot of bad people tell me bad things about Curse of Strahd.
Oh,
I've-
I've played Curse of Strahd. Trust me, that is exactly what it is. You build a
It is a
character
curse.
and you walk into a room and you die. Why did I die? Oh, you walked into the room.
What?
Why did I die though?
What
you
was
walked
wrong
into
in the room?
Yeah, what was in the room? No, you died. You don't know. It's like, what about my friends? And my team will look to him. You're like, did you guys walk in the room? And he goes, no. Are you looking in the room? No. They don't know then. You walked in and you dropped dead.
Jesus Christ.
Fine.
I mean,
and that's an actual room. You walk into the room and you die. There's no save. There's nothing to be done.
How's this
Awful.
looking so far?
Not bad. I love that he's just sitting there.
Rose, what are you playing?
Rat folk.
So yeah, just as long as it's not that level of me dying and remaking a character,
It's
that's
not.
fine.
It's not.
Good.
There is just the time that
Oh, fuck.
Luca and some of their party members were traveling through the forest, and the orc happened to trip over what turned out to not be a branch, but was an entire fucking constrictor snake that was crushing the life out of him the next round.
Oh no, that's like a CR6. Oh no, that's so bad. Listen, I'm just saying, when I get to level 4, I'm gonna have a one-hit knockout. By the way, it's not like a one hit. There's at 0 HP. It's one hit. You're unconscious for I think 1d4 rounds.
Right.
When I hit level 4,
It's a fort
You're a
save
boxer.
to negate. I'm gonna say it right now.
stand
You're
over
not.
here.
You're not good with fort saves. You're a fucking bitch with fort saves. And if I see you even
my
try to
God.
attempt to make a fort save against my knockout blow, you're
Oh my
gonna
God.
fucking die.
Oh my god.
you know when
I have a
hit
plus
level-
3 in fortitude.
What's up?
When I hit level 4, I can play songs better.
Yep.
I have a very good fortitude save. And I have an even better reflex save.
Isn't fort your bad save?
No, I have a plus 3 in fortitude. I have a 7 strength.
What's your
Psychic.
will save?
Will is 5.
Oh, so your con is at least a 16.
My constitution is a 10.
How's your fort a plus 3?
No clue. Probably because I have 20 dex. I don't
The
know if dex
cla-
affects
Nope.
anything, even smally.
It's the fact that he's essentially level 4, so he actually just has a decent
little
save
bit.
out the gate. But then it's
I
going to
have
stay
a-
that way. Effectively, yes.
I'm being honest, I'm probably putting way too much effort into this.
It's
Put as
okay.
much
Don't
effort as
worry
you
about
want
it.
Put as much effort as you want.
My pipe fox likes to keep secrets
So-
from the party.
So the
I'm less
thing
motivated to let
So
them
the
out.
thing about Wiggly being a pipe fox is he's effectively a pipe fox which is a level 3 monster
Oh, I see.
with a single class level, therefore being essentially a level 4 character.
but he
The
won't be able to
trade-off
level up,
being
and-
he's not getting levels for a while.
Gotcha.
I also don't use a lot of my stronger species skills just because they're a hush hush secret. I read the lore a little bit, so we're going along the lines of he only lets things go when he is rewarded. So deviation, turn invisible, stuff like that, that's all stuff he can do, but he might not do it unless pressed into a wall. And you guys don't know he can do it.
Yeah, as far as you guys are concerned, he's just my pet.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, I'm basically a pet that you guys
Okay.
just keep around with you.
That makes sense then, considering the racial hit die. Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah, he helps Nikolai out. He helps the cat out, and the cat likes to take credit for everything that Pipe Fox does. That's the whole.
But he
vibe.
also basically is. It's an excuse to travel and take more of the world, and
learn stuff like that because that's what they're interested in.
I'm Mickey.
no throw. Okay. Okay, so
I have a +2 force save. Looking at it,
yeah, but you probably also actually have a con mod.
I have a con mod of 2.
Yeah, that'll
So
do
this
it.
is just a very. Oh, I forgot one spot.
Sorry.
So this is just a very like quick SketchUp.
That works.
I mean, yeah, Rose, put as much effort. I mean, I spent like 3 hours on mine.
Yeah,
get it how I
do
wanted.
not feel rushed on any account for it.
You know, they have a. I'm pretty sure they have a rat face, don't they?
There is
This
rat
is the
folk.
rat face.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
looks
that's
like a.
rodent.
That looks like the bunny.
But for some reason, I can't change the color of my nose. It just changes the color of my entire face.
Mm.
That should be
Yeah.
fine.
The thing is, too, it's a very smaller detail, and unless if like Froth decides to like just put the camera right into my face, it would not be noticeable.
No, not really.
Which it's never gonna get that close.
Not really. Like, there are times I will zoom, but it's not really to zoom in on you guys as much as it is to just keep note on stuff in the area.
I can't
It-
put pictures into the site chat.
I
It's
did-
also too. I
let me
wanted to
fix
make
it.
it so like ears pop out on the side, but I cannot. So I'm just going to wait till Cosmic's rendition comes out.
You know, Cosmic's drawing.
I was
rat,
I was fucking with the permissions for this channel, so it might be a little fucky still. Give me a sec.
Well, can you unfucky it?
I am unfucking.
Yippee!
Wow.
Mickey. I'm changing my name to the D&D character for this server.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so far I basically have no child explosions or murder.
There we go. This will do.
For now, Rose is this pile of rats that will eventually congeal into one rat.
The king rat.
That's so funny.
It's the king rat.
Rat King.
That's an actual fucking monster. It's fucking 3 rats combined into one. They're all
Yep.
like multiple rats combined, like biting their tails.
Yeah,
It's a force to be reckoned with.
a Rat King is a real and horrible thing.
Yes, it
Yeah.
surely is.
I saw a video of a rat king, but there was a squirrel in the mix.
Oh no. Tree rat. All right.
Sensing your motive.
This is hilarious.
I rolled an 18. What's your motive?
My motive is I'm giving Rose control.
motive is
over
come.
This,
I rolled a 30.
Proud of you.
swarm rats.
Swarm rats.
Yum.
Swarm. Pipe Foxes.
Swarm pipe bomb.
Red Robin. Yum.
I swarm Crimmy as a
The worm and
fox
pipe
swarm like that.
foxes.
But why?
Touches you.
But why?
Touches you
Touches
sweetly.
me.
But why?
Touch him
Funny.
harder. Pink, 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 pink.
I want to go piss.
Oh
Have
my God.
fun.
And hopefully by the time I'm back, my figure should be up there.
Yeah,
It's taking its sweet time.
but we can have a mini intro and
Rolling the dice is just so stupidly fun.
yeah, you just fucking chuck them. They actually work.
$31.
Let me see what I rolled.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to get my dice to roll.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I just don't have, like, it's not popping up and it won't let me click any of the dice that are...
Okay, hit
In the world.
space. Those are your dice. Then drag them out of that box.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh my God.
Shut up!
There you go. It was a better roll. You can also actually add more at the same time.
Froth, can we put Nikolai in the water?
Why would you put me in the water?
Because it'd be funny.
How do you
Contrary
just,
to popular belief, throwing me in the water does not short circuit me.
how do you just
Well, I
spin a
figured
character
you'd be
around?
waterproof.
Hold Alt while you're doing stuff. It'll rotate them.
Where did I go?
In the water.
In the water, actually. You are
Where?
gone.
Can you?
You are
please
very
tell
far
me?
away.
I don't know where.
Well,
I clicked
I've
on my
got bad
character.
Crimmy. I guess
What?
I'm your familiar now.
I clicked on my character, let it go, and I watched him fly away. And I was like, "Oh, goodbye."
He's gone. He's
Does not
dead.
compute.
But there you go.
To me, getting ready to bite your ankle.
God.
By my ankle.
So despite the fact that there just isn't one, because of all things, there apparently isn't a carriage as an item or anything that I can plunk in here. Basically, you guys are arriving from a few towns over. The request came in to your guild, who is one of the only ones who are willing to take the job. You work for a company that's known as the Gilded Hand. Overall, they are a good faction. They try to do things like general aid and relief to other towns and assist countries. They are not a private company by any means. The kingdom that it comes from basically uses this as a way to not utilize its own military. I remember that image. Yeah, that was a pretty cool corridor.
So we're basically mercenaries.
Essentially mercenaries.
So it's the same fucking concept I have for my campaign. It's so funny.
I mean, it's an easy concept to go off of.
Absolutely. I can't fault how good it is.
I
Like-
can't wait to be a mercenary pipe fox.
You are
Like-
already a mercenary pipe fox.
Oh god, the shenanigans I can get into.
I have a question, Frothy.
Yes.
Would Wiggly be registered as a mercenary, or just as a quote-unquote familiar?
As a pet/companion.
Okay.
Ah.
So that means Wiggly doesn't get paid. So I get Wiggly's pay.
That's
You get a small
Yeah.
stipend to help feed your pet/companion.
Yeah. I get paid extra because I gotta take care of my pipe fox.
I'll kill you.
Also, I'm back, and it's still not there yet.
Refresh it, Rose.
I
I
did.
coil around your throat and choke you until the light fades from your eyes.
You have a
What's your
negative
neck size,
something
cat
strength.
man? God.
I don't need to be strong to compress.
So, Rose, just for
Um,
clarification, right? We get paid as if there are 4 of us, but I get the pay of 2 people to take care of my pet.
you get the pay of like 1 1/4. Let's be honest. You're basically
how
getting
much?
some extra money to
no,
feed
let's
your
go-
pet.
Let's get 1 1/3. 1 1/3.
I mean, sure.
Okay,
I feel
cool.
like I picked the shitty owner.
What do you mean?
Crimmy, you want a pike fox?
Wiggly, I
I
told
do
you
not
from the
understand the concept of ownership.
Wiggly, I told you from the beginning that I take credit for everything everyone does.
Bitch,
Do you not understand what that means?
bitch.
I think now you do.
He just gets a splash card and it says the negotiator.
I am the negotiator.
What's going on here?
Ugh.
Does anyone know what video I'm referencing when I
So, Krim, what is your character's name?
I know
he
the
goes
video, but
He doesn't have a name. Whenever he's asked for his name, he specifically says he goes by the designation of Ziggurat.
All right, Ziggurat. And Wiggly, what is your Pipe Fox's name? I'm assuming our characters talked.
His name is just Fox.
Okay,
it's faux.
Rose,
That's foe.
video? I was like, don't make fun of my age.
are you there, Rose?
How old is this? Hello.
What is your character's name?
It came out in like
His.
His.
Tis.
something like
T-I-Z.
what?
So okay, so we have Ziggurat, Fox, and Tiz. So we all have the
Which
Tiz
I
on.
looked is an actual rat folk name.
Oh, 100%.
I don't remember.
An ancient Mesopotamian temple tower consisting of a lofty pyramid structure built in successive stages with outside staircases and a shrine at the top.
So do you want to know
You
what
looked up
Tiz's
the-
motive is?
I just
My
wanted
motive
to look up
is
Ziggurat,
to
yeah.
acquire knowledge and to grow myself larger.
I question how
goal
long he
is
will be
make-
secret.
Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. Once I get bigger, all of Nico's
Mickey.
bragging and everything just goes right down the toilet.
Mickey.
Mickey's fucked once I get bigger.
What are you gonna say, Rose?
2 things. 1, can the pipe fox have an allergic reaction to mushrooms?
No. I am literally surrounded up by mushrooms on my miniature. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's not your official miniature.
No, he's not allergic to mushrooms, Rose.
Dang it, there goes my self-defense mechanism.
I'm a forest creature.
That doesn't matter.
It would be
Humans are
bad
allergic
if I
to
were
nuts.
allergic. You can be allergic to mushrooms.
I grow mushrooms on my body.
No, I'm talking.
What was the
Talking-
second thing gonna
talking
be,
to the
Rose?
cat.
I forgot.
As far as everyone's concerned, my goal is to get money.
Rose is concerned that I'm trying to eat them.
I
I'm
want
not.
gold, bitches, and fame. And I got one of those 3 already.
His
Bitches.
wants to make as big as Boom as possible.
Adventuring funds his research into booms.
Um,
And then we have the straight man. Well, android.
I wouldn't even say straight. I would say like.
Well, I mean, not my meaning when I say the word, but haha, funny.
Teehee.
What is your goal, Krim? From-
What's your goal?
His goal is nothing. He does not have a goal.
Cool.
He is only following you because you told him it was okay to follow him or to
Prime
follow
directive.
Yeah,
keep
that sounds
Pike
about right.
Fox safe.
Ziggurat has the same objective as Miki, which is to get paid, to get fame, and to get bitches.
Help Miki get paid, get fame, and get bitches.
It almost makes it better the fact that I just said you're mercenaries because Jesus Christ, that seems to be literally all that people care about. Just pay me. Oh, okay.
I have
Yeah.
an internal quest for knowledge.
I
Well-
want to make Big Boom.
Well, like I said, on the surface, that's what Miki wants.
And Miki doesn't pay
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you pay me.
Just
I don't
letting you
pay
know,
shit.
Oh my
if my character has the opportunity to unleash the full unwielding power of the sun in a form of a small sphere, they will.
Wait,
Rose might be a bit of a.
Rose is how we kill the BBG. We just throw the rat at it, and Rose just explodes.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm down. That works. We'll give Miki
Finally,
exactly what
I
he
become a
wants.
star.
And then Miki takes credit for creating the star. So
Oh
his
my
character
fucking god.
gets nothing.
Lord.
Oh my god. Alright.
That's insane. I'm just
Really?
sitting here. I'm gonna get so frustrated. I'm gonna get so frustrated with you.
I realize I didn't populate the town with minis, but honestly,
I was gonna say I
we're
didn't
good.
see any people. I was looking.
No.
Hey Rose, has this shown up yet?
It has not, and yes, I have been refreshing.
I would say double check to make sure you linked your accounts correctly.
Rose did do the access key, but
It doesn't have to double check.
yeah.
To, like, just do it again.
Personal
Yeah.
info, copy access key.
Did you get an email asking to confirm that you were going to link the accounts and confirm
Successfully attached Hero Forge.
the email? Okay.
Yeah, I did it. And I have the receipt saying I bought it.
Yeah, sometimes it does just genuinely take a minute.
What did you buy?
The model.
3D model.
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure Rose selected the correct one.
Well, for now,
Uh,
we as a party, we make our way into town.
yep.
Maybe.
So you are entering town via cart. You are getting a ride from the previous town right now. You come in, you see that the town itself is fairly quiet.
Frothy, I might need you to respawn me again.
Jesus Christ.
What happened to me happened to Wiggly.
Yeah, he is in the middle of the goddamn ocean.
It's wet in here.
I don't know if
Yeah,
there's
it's
like
the
a...
fucking ocean.
There needs to be just like a goddamn... Wait, there is...
The website just asked me if I want to buy a Carl Weezer minifigure.
What?
I feel like as we're arriving to town, Miki is kind of just strumming on his lute as we ride into town,
There. Teleported.
just chilling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, where are my
Oh.
friends?
Teleported you back to the world. Alright.
Zawad.
have you even watched JoJo?
No, it's a JoJo meme.
If you've seen every JoJo meme, you've seen all of JoJo.
And I've seen a lot of JoJo memes.
God. Okay. So what are my eyeballs doing? Oh my god. Okay, we're good.
I would hope looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the town itself is actually fairly quiet, at least from the end you're coming in from right now. You're coming in from the compass says west, but it's the north end of town. And coming through, as you start getting deeper into the town, you start hearing more movement, more talk, more speaking, and the occasional shout. People are starting to appear on side roads and alleys. A lot of them are tired. Some are beaten. Others are just trying to collect themselves and rest. As you keep going, you start to see more few guards here and there. About where you're at now is actually a good spot. Stealing.
But where'd I go?
You got moved back a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Leaving the door
Door.
open here for you. So this is the current state of the tavern. Things are broken down a little bit. See some of the guards are still moving things. There are some beds laid out. People are laying in there. And they're trying to kind of just reassess the situation, send more to the front, and are trying to tend to their wounded.
This is the tavern.
Or in.
Frothy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So that's where we are.
There's guards on trying to tend to the wounded. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Are we playing right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Give me one moment.
I'm glad I
Are we playing right now? Sorry.
does intro.
apologize.
Wait, are we playing?
I was just listening to you talking. I was moving my token around to go along with your intro and everything. And I was like, yeah. And then you went, and there were a bunch of guards here. And I sat there for like a solid 20 seconds. And then suddenly go, wait,
Just-
we're doing stuff now. Hold on.
Oh. And then here comes the
Didn't join him
giant
because of his
fist.
intelligence. Because there's not a lot of it.
I mean, I have a 12.
You're lucky you're pretty.
I'm
my
gorgeous.
Rose, you can also move your character on the grid set by using your arrow keys.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can actually walk your person.
What does it mean to enhance healing? Cause spell completion / trigger healing to function at Bard CL. Combat level?
That's
class
that's
level.
referring to
Or
yeah,
character
CL is
level.
meant,
Okay. Oh, character
CL
level.
is caster level, I thought.
That works. So
Mm.
basically, if I cast a level 1 healing spell, it'll work out based on whatever caster level I am.
No, so what that is if you're using a magic item, say for instance you're using a scroll of Cure Light Wounds. Most of the time, if you have a scroll of Cure Light Wounds, it's going to function at the lowest possible caster level, which is CL1. Say for instance you're a 5th level bard. You then cast that scroll, despite it being a 1st level magic item, at CL5, meaning it's 1d8 plus 5 rather than 1d8 plus 1.
Okay.
Mhm.
But I feel like as we walk in here, we see all the guards. Miki is gonna move to like one of the guards that seem like not as badly hurt as the others, and just be like, "So, what's exactly happened here?"
We're in a bit of a situation. Are you who they sent?
Yes, we are the mercenaries from the Mage Hand, here to provide assistance in whichever way we possibly can. What's
Gilded
the
Hand.
situation exactly?
The Gilded Hand.
Gilded Hand. Sorry. I was thinking of the other game we played.
No, that's fair.
I can't believe he already forgot the mission.
The mission. So it says, all right. Right now we have zombies or other undead at the front gate. We're trying to keep them from breaking through the rest of the walls. They've already broken the gate itself, so we haven't been able to repair it. We need to hold them off, and we need to stop it at whatever the source is if we can, because they've been coming for the past week now.
Are they there right now?
There are other guards posted at the gate that are currently holding them off.
Alright. We could go and help at the gate. Lower the tide a little bit, and then once things seem to slow down a little bit, we could try and find another way, sneak around, maybe get to the source, sneak around behind them.
Whatever you can do helps. We don't have a lot of information, and they just have not stopped coming.
Okay. Ziggler, Tiz, you two ready to take on the fight? No,
Yes,
got here,
yes.
but
Directive acknowledged.
yeah, Wiggly.
I suppose I don't have any choices.
No, you don't.
I'm a glorified bracelet, but you know.
Miki is gonna give you a few pats on the head as he turns around and starts walking off. It's like, all right, come on.
Fucking treat me like a goddamn dog.
No boom boom in city wall. Yes, yes.
Outside City Wall. That's where the zombies are.
Only
Yes,
boom boom at zombies.
But yeah, Miki just gives you a few pats on the head and say, "Well, go on. This is your idea, Wiggly."
I still need to work on my Tiz voice. I sound
You
too.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Are we going the right way, Frothy?
Yes.
Okay,
Looks like
good.
Looks like there is a broken spot in the gate ahead.
It's like the door is broken, as they said.
As they
Oh, no.
said.
So sad.
The
we
guards
can't
did
fix that.
not lie about it. Crazy.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I make a
up?
passing comment about their bush crafting in town. Specifically the fucking dinosaur.
We don't talk. We don't talk about him.
I was just gonna drop it. I was gonna ignore it. Alright. Ziggler. Directive. Kill the undead.
Understood.
I guess now is when we roll initiative.
Yeah, so going up, you see the guards are dealing with about what appears to be probably 5 opponents at the moment. As I'm just, yep, that one's totally there, not...
As zombies do that sometimes, you know.
Yeah. No,
The zombie
You've
does
seen
an
Walking
acrobatics check and just leaps over the barricades.
Fucking DC 25 to do a fucking full ass leap.
Does a pirouette for some reason, lands on top of the guard.
Correct. That was a ballerina before they got turned.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. They're retaining some of their previous life skills.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess we could go ahead and roll initiative. How do you roll initiative on Tailspire again?
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get ourselves plunked into turn-based mode.
Okay, so do I roll for initiative? Oh wait, are you roll? You do the
Yes.
rolls, don't you?
No, you guys get to roll for initiative.
What's the dice for initiative? 1d20?
It's
D20 plus your
Damn.
initiative
24,
mod.
Graham.
Good, because having your frontliner at the front of the line is, you know,
It's
kind of
helpful.
the point of a frontliner.
I got a 20.
I
Okay.
rolled a what did I roll?
You rolled a 14. What's your dex?
My dex is very high.
What's your dex modifier?
My dex modifiers.
Dex modifiers +5.
Okay, so you got a 19, Wiggly.
That's fine.
It's
And
good.
what's your dex modifier, Rose?
+3.
So you got a 17. So it's 24, 20, 19, 17. We're going before probably everything.
Just about. The guards are definitely going after you guys.
What about the zombies?
We're gonna
We're
find
getting
out.
there.
Sorry.
Hiya. The zombies are going after the guards.
Cool.
So you guys pretty much have the initial. What was your roll, Rose?
With my dex modifier, 17.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like Ziggurat, Nico, Miki. So we'll work on the rename there. Faux, and then
No, I was 19. I rolled a 19.
yeah, Miki had a 20 total, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought you put Rose before me.
No,
I think I have a 19.
I was gonna say.
17.
All right.
Okay.
So y'all are at the other side of the gate right now. There's still broken wood. There's makeshift barriers, and zombies are approaching once again. The main guard is out in front, just shouting, "Take him down!" as he tries to hold a part of the line in between the barricades just to prevent anything from getting through.
Let's
see.
God, undead is rough for me.
Let's see.
I can't imagine psychic damage is too effective on a zombie.
I know
let's
in
see.
D&D 5e they're basically immune.
Sadly, I'm a little too. Let's see. Too close. We're going off the grid, right? Just want to be sure.
No, you can
No.
move freely. You can use your movement as needed.
Cool. All right. Let's see. This is a dead. This is foliage here. Okay. Let's see.
Right now,
So
that
schools,
the broken gate is considered rough terrain.
Okay, so it's twice movement.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks, but let's see. We'll go. We'll do it off in the grid just to make it easier for the rough terrain. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
If you want to get up in, you can always dash, but
Yeah. Let's see. I will double move here.
mm-hmm.
30, 35, 40, 45. I have 15 left.
Yes.
Am I still attached to Miki's arm? Or am I still on Miki getting here? Or did I can't think of...
If that's how you
myself.
normally ride along with him, that would be your position.
Okay.
How do you measure movement?
In the case of, I think you're just dragging, right, Krim?
Yeah, I'm just dragging here.
And it auto measures as you move the character.
Yep. So to measure, you can click, hit M on the keyboard. It'll bring up a little measuring tool. You can click either a cone, which is toggle 1, a line, which is toggle 2, or a sphere, which is toggle 3. In addition, you can also click or hit 4 to have it measure when you move your token. I had my movement here.
Okay. Anything else you're doing this round?
That is my turn.
Go ahead and hit next up. Okay, you already did, so it's Miki's turn.
Two, 4. It's not letting me do the line thing.
So if you, when you're ready to measure, go ahead and click wherever you want to start measuring.
Oh, it's not hold. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, click.
click do not hold.
Gotcha. Okay. I am actually just gonna move myself right there. Oh. Which is 15 feet, which is all of my movement.
Where am I?
You're on me.
Still, you're on Miki.
Okay.
Yeah. So with me moving, that means you moved with me.
You are apparently under
Oh,
Rose's.
I was under Rose. How do I can't move myself during.
Once
No, you
Miki
can't-
uses
Yeah,
their
what-
turn, but your movement won't count if you move up to Miki. So
Okay.
With that, I think.
do you have any ranged weapons or just?
Yeah, Mickey's just gonna fire his crossbow at the closest zombie.
All right, and that's gonna be the one off to the left. It looks like.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll to
Roll
shoots.
the fire.
You
Oh,
definitely are.
Jesus.
You're definitely hitting it.
Relatively hard too.
D8 of damage. Well, we'll see exactly how hard. 4. 4 piercing damage.
All right. So you send out a bolt from your crossbow, and it thwacks into the zombie. It stumbles for just a second, but keeps shuffling forward.
And then I reload.
Yep.
And that will be my turn.
And then you should be able to move yourself up to where. I'll move your token up to Miki. So you're up in the wood right now.
Think there's any lumber in our immediate vicinity under 5 pounds?
You see splintered chunks of wood laying around. Some of them look like they should be light enough for you to huck around without.
Alright.
Yep.
How many times can I cast telekinetic projectile on one turn?
You can do it once. It is a
Okay,
standard
I-
action.
I will cast telekinetic projectile at the same zombie Miki attacked.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d20.
D20.
Hey!
Nice.
Is there any modifier for that, or?
Oh, you won't need it either way, so you can
Okay.
go ahead and roll the d6.
That would be that one.
Well, that one's gone.
But I got 6.
Hey!
But it
Hey!
did damage.
How
Another-
much damage did it do?
Oh, it's another loud thwack from a random piece of wood that came soaring through with a bolt. Weird how that happened.
Does telekinetic item throw get any bonus damage?
That's what I'm just double checking.
It does blunt damage.
No,
No,
it just
no.
does. It just does 1d6.
Oh, okay.
D6 bludgeon.
bludgeoning damage.
Yep. So, the zombie once again stumbling, but still trying to stumble forward. But it
Man, I
definitely looks like it is not doing great.
I thought that'd be enough.
I should roll better than a 1. on D8.
How dare you? This is
All
all
right.
your fault.
It is the rat's turn. If foe, you can just click the next button.
End turn.
I got it.
And there you go.
Alright. So I'm going to move forward. I'm not sure how to measure.
Gives you the measuring stick, and then you can drag out. Then 1, 2, and 3 give you different options. You got a sphere, a line, and cones to work with.
You'd be slightly behind me, going through the gate because it's difficult terrain. I want to use your action to move.
Yeah, I just want to test something then.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Now
not
keep
my
him-
range.
But it is still possible to aim beyond your range. You just take a small negative to the throw.
Alright,
You have up to 5 range increments. 20 is just 1 increment.
So how far can I move? I can move 15 feet.
You can normally move... Because your current movement speed is 15 feet, so trying to get through difficult terrain, you're going to be fairly slow at the moment. You'll basically be able to move about 10 feet-ish forward.
So I can move there, I guess?
Roughly. Yep. So, if you want to use just the arrow key movement to make it the solid move. Yeah.
You could use your action to move again. Just get into position for next turn.
Can I see how close the guards are to the zombies?
Right now you have 2 guards by the gate, Miki standing between them, and 1 guard is between the barricades. Your rough estimate, they haven't gotten close enough yet where anything would hurt if you threw.
Gotcha. Because my bombs do have splash.
Yep.
5 feet splash,
And
baby.
also ignite.
Mm-hmm.
Because they deal fire.
Yep.
Wait. Do they? Yeah, bomb.
Yeah, you'll be...
5, 1d6, plus 3 fire.
You might be fine to try to splash damage the ones in the front, right? I don't know if you can hit them both.
You can aim at intersections if you don't want to aim strictly at a specific zombie. So you don't have to... The nice thing about splash weapons is you don't have to aim at somebody, you just have to aim at a square.
Both those guys.
You put them right there.
You just deal less damage to compensate.
So you spread damage or you do...
I'll try the spread. For
It
those two.
will splash regardless, it's just a matter of one gets bonus damage from direct impact.
Correct.
Which, in this case, you'd only hit 1 guy if you went for a direct hit at the moment.
I don't know how much movement these zombies have.
They are zombies.
Shamble like idiots.
Yeah, so we
Actu-
should be alright. Plus, they can't. How much damage can they really do for me?
Sorry for like all the trouble too. Like I'm still.
No,
doing it.
there is no trouble. This is you learning a game.
3 out of 5 of us are learning.
3?
No, Luca has no experience in Pathfinder, despite the D&D experience.
True.
He might not be learning on the same level as me and Rose, but you know,
It's always learning.
it's always learning. I'll have my headphones on, but I gotta run to the restroom real quick. Rose, take your time. Don't
Yeah.
don't overstress it.
You have 3 NPCs on your side on top of this. Like, it's...
Yeah, so this is the first encounter. We'll be fine. Just don't set me on fire.
Intrusive thoughts.
Oh no, I'm setting up a bomb at the gate. Just in case, I swear.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have swimming EX. I don't know why that's important.
You have swimming?
Oh, swarming.
Oh, swarming.
Swarming. It's just a racial trait. I don't think it applies since none of us other people are rat folk.
No, but if there are other characters or creatures with swarming, basically you get to share squares.
Does it stack with other characters with swarming? I never knew
Yes.
that. That's so
yeah,
funny.
it's essentially a teamwork ability.
Okay.
So it's hilarious because you can have tunnel rats and stuff just piling up on each other, and you have 4 attacks come out of 1 square.
Little rats.
So
getting
also
kobolds.
too, I need to
Yeah.
keep in mind too, because I only have 4 bombs a day.
Correct.
That's fine.
Right. Fucking licking my teeth like a rat.
As you do.
As rat.
do I have any other things that could give me some of a speed advantage? Or, like, another burst?
If you do extra movement, you're just going to be saving anything else you want to do for your next turn.
Gotcha.
So you essentially have a movement action, a standard action, and quick actions of various degrees.
I may wait for one more turn.
That's fine.
you just
If
wanna
you want to
move
move up a little further, you're welcome to, just to keep range or see if they gather up more or how they wind up doing things.
Yeah. Because right now, I kind of imagine he's just kind of looking to wait for them to get a bit closer.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to prepare an action for when they do get closer? Or did you want to do anything else?
What actions can I prepare?
So you can prepare
that's it.
attacks, you can prepare things like aid another, which can assist other characters in attacking or defending themselves. You could, as long as you essentially stipulate what you want to do and say you're preparing this action, depending on what happens on the field before your next turn, you can still take that action.
I guess I'll prepare an attack.
Okay, is there anything specific you're waiting for just to see if it occurs?
The zombies to herd closer together.
Okay.
Like on front of the gate.
Okay. So you want them to kind of bundle up more before you do anything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The thing is, too, when it gets closer, because I remember you said there's a lot of small debris, I also know I have throw anything, so I guess I could also throw...
Yeah, you could just chuck pieces of wood if they're sharp or large enough, you feel like.
Yes.
Awesome.
Rat, you better not take too much of my ammunition.
No, the rat makes more ammunition for you.
I've got one thing to work with here.
Throws the pipe fox on accident.
Don't.
Mickey doesn't throw things. What do you mean?
No, that's what the rat will do.
Oh,
It
yeah.
fucking
Throw
just
anything.
grabs me out of your...
Throw anything. Pipe fox,
Grabs
even.
me off of you and just throws me.
All right. If you want to go ahead, just go ahead and click end your turn. It'll move into the guards.
Where's end turn?
Up at the top
the top.
underneath the thing.
Oh, and... There.
Yep. All right. All right. With that, this guy is going to actually stay put for now. He's using a crossbow. He is going to shoot at the zombie that you guys have already put some ammunition into. And he's still not very experienced, so when he goes to shoot, he manages to flink the bolt from his crossbow off the barricade, and it just goes wide.
Love that.
Yep, he spends his time reloading and preparing for his next shot. Next guard.
Unfortunate.
Similar situation. Aiming at the zombie on the right side.
It do be that way.
The guard in the middle is going to be taking up a defensive position, so he's basically shield walling between the two barricades.
Yeah,
Zombies.
appreciate him there.
1, 2.
Zambi numero uno.
And that one is going to swing at the guard. And basically just bump up onto his shield and completely do nothing. The next zombie is moving up in as well and tries to bite at him too. I was a fool. I closed my book.
No.
This is ready.
All right. Bu- du- bu- du- bu. Yep, so the zombie, as it attacks, manages to catch the guard off guard, and manages to slam against him.
Oof.
And actually hits him pretty hard, sending him sideways.
Oh.
He is still standing his ground, but he was shoved pretty good. Tiz, you are... I think you should be able to still roll your die. I'm gonna clear these dice real quick. Can you spawn a new one?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Roll me a d8.
Deviation. Yay.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So
Yep.
the bomb...
Well,
Nick, I have a
Wiggly,
bad feeling.
well, you'll be fine. You have a lot of HP. That bomb lands
Yeah.
like right there,
Ignore this die.
right
roll,
in front
sorry.
of us.
Do I
Thank you
need to
for
roll
ignoring that
something?
die.
No.
No, I accidentally
Oh.
clicked the die.
Oh god.
Wait, where'd all the dice go?
I cleared them.
Oh. So what are we doing?
Just,
Oh no. Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, at least it missed us, I suppose.
the... I have to double check one thing because I need to see exactly how much the amount of splash damage is. I believe it's D4s.
No, it's the minimum amount of damage for that bomb. Minimum amount of damage, reflex save for half.
What is the minimum damage for your bomb?
The minimum damage is. It says +5, plus 1d6, +3.
4. 4
So-
damage is the minimum.
Okay.
Oh, that's +5 range.
+5 to
Plus
hit.
5 to hit.
So you add 5 to your throw, but you rolled a 7, so
Yeah, still not enough.
no. But that being said, yeah, so the we're doing good. All right, so the guard
Fails the reflex save.
fails his reflex save and gets burned.
Oh no.
What is the reflex save for your thing? I believe it's actually like a 15 or something for your bombs. Oh, DC
bombs?
13. Yep. Okay. Yeah, his bombs are your bombs are DC 13. So the zombie also fails its save, taking damage and catching a flame and burning up and crumbling to the ground.
Ugh,
Yes.
God. Thankfully it died. There's nothing worse than an undead fireball walking at you.
Yes. So that is only a little unfortunate for them, but that, the guard does scream a little bit because he was not expecting to catch fire.
Get firebombed?
Yes. Moving on. This zombie here starts working its way around and is going to attempt to attack you.
Sure, go for it.
Kia.
Hits.
The zombie tries to smack you. And you receive 5 damage.
Ow, that's fine.
It basically body checks you.
That's funny, I like that.
Make sure that I'm actually... Oh. So any of these other ones? Yep, okay. So this one starts moving up and into position. And goes to attack the knight as well. Unfortunately, itself missing, but not paying attention to the fire, it is going to start taking damage on its own.
That's a crazy. This is a crazy, lucky yet unlucky night.
Yeah, it's great. The zombie itself already starting to catch some flame. This zombie who just lumbers its way forward and starts leaning on and trying to reach around the barricaded things, but can't.
Cool.
And that brings things back to Ziggurat.
All right. First up, I'm going to. Oh, let's see what I want to do here. Better to get combat expertise. Would it be good to just swing?
Combat.
Da-da-da-da. Oh, you know what? This is perfect. Well, I don't think I can hit. Never mind. Here. I will go ahead and use a move action to use a use of martial flexibility to get the feat combat expertise.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to swing at the zombie in front of me using power attack.
All right. Go ahead and swing at the zombo.
Right. Minus, subtract 1 from this roll.
Yep.
Does an 11 hit?
It do not.
Unfortunate. I pass.
How are guard friend looking up front?
He's not doing great, but
Not doing
he's
great?
doing his best.
And you know what? I don't like the fact that he's not doing great. I. I am going to just waltz my way up to the captain, just right behind him, and I'm gonna just gently tap him on the back, give him a cure light wounds.
Yeah, cure light wounds. Let's go.
Oh my
And
god.
just be like, hey man, we really appreciate you, and sorry about my rat friend bombing you. Heals 2. I am not rolling well.
Oh my god.
Maybe the
Level
pep
1
talk
do
was
be like that.
unnecessary.
Do what?
Maybe the pep talk was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Just. I don't care. We just need to get these things out of here.
That's my action, correct?
Yes.
I don't know if this is a bardic performance. Is it?
That does require an action.
Oh, it's in. At level 13 becomes a swift action.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what? That's all she wrote.
All right. On to the foe. The folks.
Oh yeah,
The,
I need to. There we go.
the faux fox.
How would mind thrust affect a zombie?
They do not take any mental effects, but you don't know that.
Could the fox roll something to see if they know that?
I'm checking his knowledge right now. Roll a. I'm looking at the wrong one. Roll a religion check.
Well, where do I find religion?
Just
Oh,
roll a
fuck.
d20.
I roll a d20 for religion?
Yep.
I hate to tell you, but I have a plus 11 in religion.
That's good.
I'm so sorry.
This is gonna
So,
be.
um,
I might have decent.
23.
I might have decent knowledge about zombies.
And you know for a fact that they aren't going to take any damage from psychic attacks.
I see. So basically, all I have to go on right now is telekinetic projectile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything near? I observe my surroundings to see if there's anything nearby that'll do more damage than a small piece of wood.
The
Something
damage
that
on
might knock the zombies off their feet.
the damage on the spell is always the same.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess
What
I'd
you
just use
throw-
telekinetic projectile again.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
still a good thing to use, so.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might just use another telekinetic projectile. I don't think the knight's armor has taken enough damage for me to really use mending, and I don't know if it's magic.
Mending costs 10 minutes of use.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah.
here a while.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Yeah. do that, so.
Yeah, that's mending is not a combat spell.
I'm trying to think of what I can do. That's all.
You're good.
I rolled a 1 on both my d8s.
I mean, you have, Ray of Enfeeblement isn't a bad thing.
I was thinking Ray of Enfeeblement. Maybe I might cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the dwarf zombie that. No. The dwarf zombie that didn't get caught on fire. I'm gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement on him. Yep, that one.
Okay.
The one that's currently at its strongest.
Okay, it's going to roll a will save. or not a will save, but either way, it definitely didn't do it. Go ahead
so
and
do I have
roll a
to roll
d6.
D6, eh?
Yeah.
Like a d6.
I rolled a 3.
It loses 4 points of strength.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's
not
actually really good.
bad. Do I still have any actions left? Can I do another telekinetic projectile before we end our turn at the same zombie?
No.
Okay. Then I guess I end my turn.
Okay.
Wait, which dwarf zombie did you target?
I targeted the dwarf
The one
zombie
to the right.
between the other two.
Mm,
The one that's not in your fire.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Is
And
his
don't worry,
mask-
Miki, the guards are not doing great either.
Well, I mean, my thought is at least I'm hitting.
At the moment, yeah.
So if I cast a spell, would that take the entirety of my turn, or could I cast and still attack?
Casting is considered attacking in terms of actions because it
Oh,
is
so
a
you can
standard
still-
action. You can still
You can still
move,
move.
so you can relocate. You just can't attack and cast.
Gotcha, because I have 2 spells, which is targeted bomb and mixture and withered bomb and mixture.
Oh,
Mixture?
what? Hold on. I'm looking up targeted bomb and mixture.
I know it. Well, one makes it so just no splash, direct damage, and the other one makes it so it's still AoE, but instead of fire, it saps strength.
Oh yeah, it is.
Hmm. How far can I move forward again in this rubble?
About 10
10
feet.
So it's, yeah.
You can basically get up between where the guards are.
I can move slightly past that, because that's 8 feet for me. Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Like literally standing between them.
So I'm going to move there,
Okay.
and I am going to try to lob a bomb at that in the dwarf zombie that's in the middle of the 2 other zombies.
That's not a bad bomb placement either.
This one here.
Barricade might
Yep.
help too.
Okay.
Keep the fire from
So
spreading.
go ahead, roll a d20 for the toss.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm so nervous. You fucker! Oh, I was so close to greatness.
Roll me a d8.
Sorry.
This could be okay. This could still be okay. Oh. I was
Okay.
gonna kill this knight.
No, this actually still works out. So
Why?
you don't land the bomb where you wanted to. It was another regular fire bomb, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to make sure I got it.
I saw it on the 19, and then it went to the 3.
Yeah, I also watched it shift from a 19 to a 3.
Okay.
We're doing just fine, Rose. Everything is fine. Just keep.
So 2 of the zombies are going to take damage. Give me just a second. Plop, 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 plop. And there we go.
Nice. I
So
didn't get hit. Let's go.
you just overshoot him slightly, and it. Roll me one more d20. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's where it lands. And does 4 damage to the other 2 zombies as the flames start licking at them. All right, all set for your turn.
Yep.
Coolio.
This is going as well as I thought it would.
So perfect thus
This
far.
is actually kind of not bad.
No, this is
Because that zombie just outside of the fire is already wounded as shit.
Mhm.
I mean, they have nowhere to retreat to, but they're also zombies.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, but they also took an attack not just from me and Nikolai, but also the guard, right? Or did the guard miss?
The guards have missed thus far.
Okay, but still.
The guard is going to attempt helping you, Ziggurat, because of where things are at the moment.
Cool.
And if I can find a die that works. Yeah.
Hey!
He thwacks the zombie with his crossbow.
Nice. Ghetto fail.
Also
None of us can roll damage right now.
doing
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a decent damage roll.
Oh, I'm sorry,
One-
you're right, you're right. Wiggly can't roll
one
damage
particularly good damage.
It's just too bad my attack doesn't do shit for damage.
So another thing about projectiles in older editions, the projectile itself just does flat damage typically.
No, but it's not great. My real damage dealer is the Mind Sting, but it doesn't work on undead. I'm just
Yeah.
at a real disadvantage right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
just thought Isn't this campaign supposed to be about dealing with undead?
darn.
Yeah,
Oh,
Is it?
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
had a whole conversation with guards saying, "Hey, there's undead. They keep coming. We need to figure out how to put a stop to
I
that."
didn't know that before. I wouldn't have suggested psychic if I knew this is what we were
Me
going
and
into.
me and
I
Nikki
flat
just
out-
casually give each other a side eye while they're talking about dealing with zombies. I guess you ain't taking too much credit for this one, buddy.
It was all his idea.
It was obviously Ziggurat's idea.
Oh, because I have the zombie selected, silly me. But either way, so that bolt winds up flying wide, but let's see how wide.
Extremely wide. Okay.
Actually, good news, it winds up pelting a different zombie. So
Yes!
despite missing and
Ooh.
does
Not bad
decent
damage.
damage.
Yo, let's go.
Is the zombie dead?
Not quite, but he thwacked it pretty hard. It stopped and stumbled for a moment, and
Cool.
it
Stumble's
looks
not
like
bad.
it's next up is the knight. He is going to swing at the zombie that is in front of him, trying to chomp him.
Does the knight have a wide swing? Is he able to hit both those zombies in front of him? Because they're relatively close.
Because of how he is between the barricades, he can only really swing for one.
Downward. Yeah.
But either way, he manages to do the hit. So with his sword, he will swing. And
Oh!
also do
Let's go.
actually pretty solid damage.
When do the zombies
And the
take their
zombie on the...
damage?
Once it gets to their turns.
Okay.
He actually manages to... I lied. He manages to lop into the zombie, and it stops hard for a moment, but it still wants to come at him. And coming up to the zombie's turns, this zombie takes a little more damage. And attempts to attack the guard. And I make sure which yeah. That zombie will be doing dabblage.
Deblage.
Chocolate blue.
Yep. Urgh.
Not terrible, not great.
The knight gets slammed pretty hard and is actually sent back a step.
That's fine.
All right. The zombie in front of you, Ziggurat, is going to try slamming itself against you again.
Roll to confirm, baby.
Cough.
That will not confirm.
But he still will be hitting you very hard.
Oh, fucking ghetto crit. How much damage is that?
That is 10 damage.
10 damage? I'm down.
So the zombie slams into Ziggurat, knocking him to the ground. It clambers on top of him, looking for meat sustenance and not finding it.
As an immediate action, I will be using my once per day nanite revival. I'm stabilized but not conscious.
Okay. So there is basically a zombie on top of Ziggurat. This zombie takes some damage.
Just let it die, please.
And it succumbs to the flames.
Oh, thank God. These zombies are a lot more hardy than you'd give them credit for.
Mm-hmm.
We're level 1. Trust me, I send a pack of 12 zombies to my level 4 party and they go, it's whatever.
Did they die?
No.
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 Zombies are a threat because we are level 1 and we don't have anything.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Like,
Mhm.
this is a deadly encounter for us. 2 more levels, we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Okay,
They are a
well,
challenge until you have literally any experience. That being said, this guy still needs to take his damage. Oh boy.
Yay, he went down too.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, or someone did.
Alright. So, this zombie is moving up and in. It is not charging, so it is just pretty much shambling up to you. And Ziggurat, you are down but stabilized. And Miki, it is your turn.
Let me roll how many hours I wake up in.
How does healing work in Pathfinder? If I heal Ziggurat, will he wake up?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll wake up naturally in 3 hours. Let's go.
Yep. So, Ziggurat is knocked out for a little while. He also has a zombie on top of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too. Is it worth bringing him up?
No.
No.
I'm fine right now. Just don't throw a bomb on top of me.
A thing that you also know specifically, folks, is that part of the reason why the zombies are even attacking a machine in the first place is because they basically see life energy. So despite the fact that he's not edible, he still has life energy.
Yum. He's a living creature.
Yes.
I'm gonna heal the knights again.
Okay.
Hopefully I roll more than a 1 this time. Hey, 9.
Dang.
It's
All right.
much better than the 1.
The knight is feeling practically fully refreshed. And he lets out a roar.
And
Like, yeah, let's get this shit done.
you got this. And that will be it for me.
All right. On to the Faux.
On to the fox.
Alright, on to the fox. The fox is going to cast telekinetic projectile at that dwarf zombie.
All right.
1d20, I'm guessing.
Yup.
A d20 and then a d6 for damage.
Yep.
If it hits.
What's my modifier on this?
Intelligence?
+4. So it's 7 + 4. Does it hit?
11.
Do not.
I mean, it's right. Okay. So no damage dice.
No.
Okay.
All right. Did you want to move or go anywhere?
Wiggly,
What's that?
Oh,
did you want to do anything else, or are you done?
I don't have any other damage dealers that would be effective to these zombies.
Well, you just use your action. We're wondering if you want to move somewhere, or...
I don't see where I could move that would be helpful.
Okay.
So I think I'm ending my turn there. Rose, it's your turn.
Can I look up at the sky to see what time of day it is?
it's currently midday.
Hmm.
You can tell that just from the lighting in general.
Here's wild suggestion. Throw
Yeah.
another bomb.
Please don't throw a bomb on me. Please don't. Lord.
I could have guessed.
Otherwise I start-
zombie attacking.
Yeah,
Gears
Good idea.
in Tiz's head are trying to work.
yeah, I'm saying at this point, Rose, single target damage, no splash.
Just throw an item at him.
I look at the ground for any scraps I could throw. Maybe something sharp.
You still see plenty of splintered wood that's of a fairly decent size. There are a couple of dropped blades as well that you're seeing in the mixture. Looks like from guards who have been affected.
And I look to see if there are any daggers.
You see a couple.
I will pick up one of the daggers and throw it at the zombie over Krim.
All right.
It's dangerous.
Roll d20.
This is for you, Krim. Again! It landed on a 16 and then flopped to 3.
It's fine.
I
I
hope,
don't think it hits them.
I hope it doesn't hit Krim.
No, I won't hit Grim.
No, it's falling short. You kind of accidentally limp wrist it in the moment. And in the excitement of grabbing and being able to pick up a dagger, you can just chuck at something. You basically drop it in the process.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything else?
No.
No.
No, you can move if you like, or call it good.
I'll call it good. I'm happy where I am.
Okay. The other guards tried to assist, seeing that one person was downed, and just goes, "We're not losing anymore!" And tries shooting the zombie on top of Krim.
Not 20.
Let's fucking go!
Roll to confirm.
Let's go, random human soldier.
Random guy, attack!
There's a reason we don't keep
Use
humans with us, but I
damage.
guess we're not useless.
Yes!
Yes!
Let's go, random guy. Let's
Yes!
Can you imagine if he confirmed that crit?
He did!
Oh, he did? Oh my god.
He did!
Oh!
Let's go!
And he just shoots the zombie square between the eyes, dropping it on top of him.
Awesome.
Kirby's got a zombie on him.
A
At least it's
dead
dead now.
zombie.
A dead undead.
A
Can I
deader.
use Mage Hand to help Crimmy up? Is he conscious again, or
He is a little too heavy for that.
I smack him with Mage Hand to make him conscious.
Instead, he loses stabilized conditions and I'll make death saving throws.
Hooray!
No, we're not doing that.
I slap his death saving throw. All right.
Random guard number 2.
Random guard number 1 did his job. Random guard number 2 now has to keep up.
Just watch him.
Go,
crit.
human guard.
I swear, I would laugh. Oh.
Nope.
And he
What's with the
completely
obsession of
misses.
threes this session? Hello?
It's only our third session.
This is our first session. What do you mean?
It's our first session.
I don't want the ones. Hello?
The knight taking his turn, swinging at the dwarf zombie in front of you and in front of him and Miki. He manages to land the hit. As more dice fill this board.
Feel free to clear him at any moment.
Yeah, ignore these
Oh.
because it picked up 2 at once.
Look at them all.
Look at all of not them.
Look at all those chickens.
Yeah, I
Alright.
can't believe we haven't taken any damage yet.
None
Fuck
of
you.
Poking my head out of the fucking the rim of Miki's sleeve and just staring at you.
Man, I can't believe how good we're doing.
The guard beside me has been dying.
Just fucking good. Just fucking pants to fucking ziggurat on the ground.
Family Guy death pose.
Oh my god.
I slew the
It
Maya.
is spotless. Yes, yes.
Oh,
Alright,
Lord.
it's the zombie's turn.
Let's
Oh,
see.
the knight didn't kill one of the zombies with the damage?
No, he just swung as best as he could.
Yeah, he has been useless this whole fucking time.
This zombie
What
take.
do you mean?
He's tanking.
This
The knight,
zombie
I
actually
suppose
hits the ground, being enveloped in the flames.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. That zombie's dead.
Yes.
We only have 2 zombies left.
1 zombie left.
We have 1 zombie left. Let's go.
You're
Wait,
just
is that the -4 strength?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wait,
the one with
the one with
-4 strength is
-4.
the only one that's left alive.
I thought that's the one that's down.
no, the one that's
No.
down is the one.
in the very front is the one I targeted with -4 strength. It was the one all the way to the right.
Okay.
No, it was the one back here that's currently downed.
Was it?
Yeah,
How did he go down? It never.
it burned alive.
It burned to death. But I'm pretty sure I targeted that one. But all right.
It wound up burning out.
No, I could have swore I targeted the dwarf in front of the warrior because he was tanking. Is all.
No, so at least what I recall is you specifically targeted the one back here because it was the only one that hasn't been touched in
Yeah,
any
right.
way.
That's,
Yeah.
that's why I'm surprised it died before
It
the other
died
one that
in
you
the
been hitting.
fires. It just took damage till it couldn't move anywhere. It was too stupid.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, 1 zombie left, and it's gonna try to swat at the knight. And it fails to do so, so it just slumps onto his shield trying to attack him, and it is not Ziggurat's turn.
It's Miki's turn. Don't worry, Ziggurat. You go soon. We
You're doing it.
promise. Miki is going to. Well, you know what? This is the last guy left. Let's go ahead and shoot a crossbow. Hey! Let's hope I roll more than a 1. That'd be very much appreciated. 7 damage. It's just
That-
crossbow bolt. Fire it.
Hold up. Is that was with the crossbow?
Yeah.
Roll to confirm.
Oh.
Well, you are definitely doing a critical hit, so feel free to roll an
Hey!
extra d8.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah, 19 plus on a light
19
crossbow.
crits. Alright, well, that's 7 right now. Let's see what this adds. Well, that's fine.
Oh,
Hey,
Jesus.
15.
The bolt passes. Just, what do you do? You're shooting at it.
Miki literally swings the crossbow bolt down to put to knock the zombie on the head, and then just shoves it up into the mouth and pulls the trigger.
Just
That's
fling.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
just hits on the head and it just releases a bolt in the mouth. So
Perfect.
That sounds like a real good way to execute a zombie.
And with that, the zombies are cleared, and there is still a bit of a fire burning on the one barricade, but it's slowly burning out from what it looks like.
Yuki is gonna like very quickly move over to Ziggurat and just start to slowly, very slowly, drag him backwards, just away from the fire.
Just.
Yeah, and then just.
Oh yeah, also too, the Tiz model is now in.
Oh, perfect.
Nice. You say, all right, let's go ahead and cast some mending. Weak, nudge, to Fox.
I cast mending on our robot.
Roll a d4.
I forgot I could do that. Hold on, let me actually roll it. Don't count that. Let me roll it. Oh.
3.
Still,
Hooray, I'm up. Woohoo!
the Ziggurat basically whirs and churns back to life, and the lights of his eyes flicker back on.
He immediately looks towards the barricades, ready to fight.
Hey, we got him, guy. We got him. Objective completed.
Understood. And he just goes back to like a passive stance.
He's gonna stand up and stretch after that and just look to the night and be like, so, this is how your parties go normally?
Ugh. All right. So he kind of slots the sword back in, starts kicking dirt onto the fires to put them out a little quicker.
Can
Is
I
this-
use Mage Hand to scoop some dirt and kind of help him with that?
Yeah, you can kind of shift and sift it around.
Yeah.
Toss
I
it
think
onto
I wanna do
things.
that as we're kind of taking a moment post
Yeah.
battle.
The one zombie that was not completely fucking charred that was on top of Ziggurat, can I inspect them to see if they have anything on them?
Yeah. While you're doing that, the guard is kicking the dirt. Is this normally how you come to assist folks?
For Tiz, yes. For me, not so much.
Well, it seems to work on him at least.
Yeah, Tiz definitely makes really good bombs.
Perhaps they were too effective.
Unfortunately, they still tend to come in waves. We haven't been able to figure out a lot of how they're still coming. There is an old battlefield south of here, but we don't know exactly who or what's causing them to come out this way.
How much time will pass before the next wave approaches?
Could be the next day, could be it could be tonight, we're not sure. But we still never wind up having enough time to actually finish repairs.
Well, if you're cool with it, we kind of just got back from traveling. We could take a quick rest and then maybe move to the battlefield.
If you can investigate and find the source of this, that's really what we need. We can only really do so much to keep people safe here.
I got you taken care of. We'll head to the battlefield and figure out what happened.
He gives a fairly soft salute and just as much appreciated. We're gonna
He
clean
gives
up
a
here.
Gilded hand salute, whatever that would look like.
Yes. Tis searching the body. You see, these were like old knights. A lot of the armor, anything on them is just rotted, rusted out. It's barely usable. It seems to have a small pouch on it.
Can I poke the pouch with a twig?
Yes. You do poke the pouch with a random scrap of wood you consider to be enough of a twig. And hear just a little rattle within. A metallic rattle.
I decide it's not worth my time.
You tell someone? Or do you keep it to yourself?
His was hoping for like a more softer, squishier sound.
His keeps it to themselves because it's something.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
doesn't
heard.
interest them.
Can I roll perception?
For
Can I roll-
what?
I
Just-
didn't
just
keep it. I
doing
didn't take it. I just poked it.
No, I'm just to see if you did that.
Just to see if
Just
Tiz
to
was
see their,
seeing
like,
things.
reaction and what they're doing. I don't know if you'll make me roll a perception for it if I just see it.
Sure.
Miki would have been more distracted by talking to the knight, so.
Yeah.
18.
So yeah, you saw Tiz basically wander off to the side since you're just kind of passively observing.
Cool.
Anything you want to do with that information?
Ziggurat will actually look towards Tiz. Did you find any supplies?
Only metal sound. Yes, yes. No ingredient.
Ziggurat will come over, take the belt, take the fucking pouch.
All
What's
right.
inside the pouch? Is it gold coins?
It's just a few copper pieces.
Yes, let's go. I'm a few copper richer.
Well,
Use mage hand and steal his copper.
Oh
and
my
just
fucking-
bring it to Miki.
But yeah, we make our way back into town, I guess, and go to the tavern to rest up.
That's not a real thing. I don't really do that.
all right. But a lot of you go ahead and head back. The guards are going to be continuing to work on kind of keeping things intact in the meantime. They just clean up and try to put the bodies off elsewhere.
Time to chill. Where's my fox?
Where are
Fox is
you?
all the way. Yeah,
I'm coming, baby. I'm slow.
just keep going
Oh my
forward.
god.
You went past the door. There we go. I'm by the fire.
That's so funny.
Man, that fight was wild. I was so busy. You know, it takes
Oh
a lot
my
of
God.
effort casting 2 spells a turn.
I bet it
Wait, did I
does.
kill like 2 of the zombies with the fire?
No, I killed all of them. What do you mean?
No, Miki killed all of them.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
got one of them with the
This
fire.
is his whole fucking character.
Yeah, you got one of them with the fire, but I killed the other ones with either my telekinetic throw or with my crossbow. And I healed the knight, so.
I'm gonna go pee. I will return briefly. Enjoy roleplay.
My character is literally Gaslight, the cat. But I feel like as we're sitting by the fire, Miki's gonna be like, "So, Ziggurat, how you feeling? You alright?"
Systems are not yet fully operational.
Right. Well, rest up, and hopefully they'll be fully operational before we head out.
Me eeping?
Understood.
I eep on this big, soft, comfy pillow.
Hey Tiz,
Boy,
when
do
did you
I
make
hope
those...
nobody notices me.
Hey Tiz, when did you make those bombs?
Sweats a bit.
Perhaps there's more information from the townsfolk that we can perhaps peruse upon. See if there's any more missing people that we need to take care of or find while we're over on the battlefield.
Or ingredients for Big Boom. Yes, yes.
I mean, yeah, why not? I'm sure the son has an alchemist you can speak with. Tiz may have some stuff to sell.
Hmm. Tis have many fabled gold coins.
Very useful.
Be
Yeah,
advised, this town does not appear fully operational. There may be limited supplies.
Yeah, you're right about that, and you're right about asking around people. It might be worth going to whoever the guard captain is, speaking with them about it, and just kind of wandering around town, seeing who we talk to, seeing what they got. Plus, when you go to a new place, like with people like us, it's good to get around, chat with people, make sure they know your face.
All right. So, as you're all settling down and taking a moment, a soldier does come up and thanks you for your help today. I can at least tell you some of what we do know, but I feel like we've already told you everything already. The best I can really say is thanks again for being here, but the battlefield down south of here, there's an old fort that we can only assume is probably the most likely place that these things are coming from.
Alright. Old fort near a battlefield, lots. I'm assuming the fort was abandoned after the battle, so a lot of people were left behind.
It was treated as a landmark for a lot of folks, so nobody ever took residence until, I mean, nobody should be there.
Yeah, well, should and is aren't always the same thing.
Unfortunately not.
Just to ask real quick, before you guys realized exactly what trouble you were in, did people go missing? Are there anyone that we should be keeping an eye out for? That way, we might be able to bring something back that belonged to him.
No, really the biggest issue was we just had no idea what was going on. Nobody went missing necessarily, or at all from what I can recall. Nobody reported or seemed to know anything. We just woke up to having enemies at our gate, which is almost unheard of. And for them to be something that shouldn't even be alive in the first place, just even more so. Usually we're worried about orcs or goblins taking through the plain, not this.
Have you been dealing with orcs or goblins since these attacks started?
No way.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. While I'm doing this, I'm lurking in Palm Stream, and I just got timed out.
Deserved.
Yeah, it was deserved.
But have they?
No, but I feel like that's more a case of them steering clear just as much. I don't think they'd want anything to do with this either, or unless something else is going on, and they are a part of it. I couldn't even understand how. or they would be among their ranks maybe. But this seems a little too roundabout for them.
I less thinking about that, and more so thinking about that he might be other victims of this, because we've only seen. I'm assuming you haven't seen any orc or goblin zombies.
No.
Recently. So it
No,
might be
it's
that they're
it's
dealing with the same
been
thing you guys are.
they've appeared to be from whatever that was, the old war.
Okay. With all that being said, we're gonna rest up, and then we're gonna make our way out there to see if we can figure anything out.
Understood. We'll be keeping watch again because we don't know when the next pile of them will show up, but hopefully later rather than sooner.
Later is always better.
All right.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
Why do you only have 10 feet of movement?
Rose is a little bit
Oh,
loaded
I have
down.
15, but it was because of the debris.
No, that's not. Well, you should have 30. Why do you only have 15 feet of movement?
I'm small.
According to your stuff, Miki, you only have 20.
Yeah, but that's because of the tent and the bedroll. I'll be leaving those here when we go out, so I'll go back to 30 movement speed.
Yeah, I think Tiz naturally has a 20.
Okay.
Yeah, rat folk are smaller than cats.
I'm not used to something like that.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Tiz is having an episode.
His was hit with the tism.
Tiz is, you might be on the spectrum.
What would have gave it away?
I think I want to sniff out. I want to examine the bookshelves.
Yeah, I mean, slither around.
Get off me, you fucking fool. Alright, I'm observing the bookshelves. I don't remember.
Can you read?
Can
you read?
I have comprehend language. I can
Okay.
literally read anything.
I didn't know. I legitimately didn't know. Like,
I
should
have an
phrase-
intelligence of 19.
I should have phrased my question better. I wasn't sure if you could read. I was wondering if you could read common.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand all common language.
Okay, cool.
Any
I
interesting
apologize for how I
books in
phrased my
this
question.
lodge?
I mean, feel free to poke around. You look through and you see just various old books, different stories. You go through, you see Catcher in the Wheat. You see some book called 50 Shades of Green. You see
No
another.
way!
Miki's just strumming on his lute, relaxing, his plays a song.
I
wanna-
go up to.
I want to know. I want to make an a knowledge. I want to know if I know what that book is, and if I do, I want to trick Crimson's character into reading it.
Out loud?
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
feel like the
Completely
meanings would be
win.
completely lost on Crimmy now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh my god.
I
Wait,
give
what?
up and I go. I position myself on the robot instead of Miki this time for the wandering around the village. That's what I'll do. I'll jump between who I'm hanging off of from time to time.
Oh my god. On the
I
bright
go
side,
up
if
to a. Go on.
I was gonna say, on the bright side, if you do that, you can actually be a bro and just keep mending him until he's better.
It's true. You
Yeah,
can.
that's essentially what the plan was. Actually, I'm just gonna slowly work on Crimmy while we wander town and get stuff done.
So your bracelet keeps moving around.
No, nobody notices that the bracelet moves except Crimmy. I have a 20 in dexterity.
I go up to one of the guards that are in the inn.
Okay. Hale?
I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, I just laughed just going up to someone asking that. See me. Oh goodness me. Do me. About how far is the fort's travel from here?
Roughly half a day.
Thank you. Okay, and then he will leave. Oh.
No way! Can I just lose myself again? Where am I?
Yeah. You're gone.
In
gone
the
again.
ocean.
That's
You're
awesome.
in the.
Can you teleport me to Crim?
You're all the way in the ocean.
Is there a way for me to sense to see if any of the books here could be potentially magical?
I have detect magic, but Crimmy has already left, and I am coiled around Crimmy's arm. You could come back out and grab Crimmy and have me do that, but I don't know if you guys know that I can do that.
Can
I
do
think
it?
Miki would be the only one that would know that.
Yeah.
No, detect magic's a cantrip, and you don't get that.
Ah,
You don't get cantrips. You only get first levels. First through sixth, I think. Just
You
to clear. Go on.
No, I was gonna say you could always come out and be like, "Hey, come back. Let's look at these books. Let's take another look at these books again." I mean, if that's something you think your character would come up think about.
my character, in their morbid curiosity, picks up 50 Shades of Green.
No way.
Uh-huh.
You can opt to read that on your time. As these two continue down the road.
And I look at the cover of it. What is on it?
It's a half-naked, very muscular orc with just bulging pecs. And just
I love that we're turning the guy into a
beefy
dwarf. That's so
arms.
funny.
No, he's an orc. What do you mean?
Oh, an orc. Oh,
yeah.
No.
It's 50 Shades
It's
of Green.
50
What do you
Shades
mean?
of Green. You're right.
It's just a
Uh,
chiseled orc.
Yeah, it's just a chiseled, muscular, half-naked orc. You know, there's a bit of a glisten on the green skin because he's sweaty. And
Nipples
he's just
fully
posed.
erect.
That's even more
And he's just posed.
Is C Old Trade Company
Oh.
read this before?
So anyways, what is Ziggurat and Fox doing?
Yeah, what
What are y'all doing?
I am looking at these three stalls.
Hmm.
Do they sell anything of note?
They don't really have a lot right now. They're mostly actually torn down and currently just due to the current situation.
Yes, I knew it. Fuck yeah.
And when I say torn down, there is just no goods. They're still standing okay. A lot of the town is luckily intact, but people are not really going about daily life the way they would.
Nothing of interest to us, I suppose. I was thinking about casting
Right.
detect magic, but if there's no goods, there's no sense of it.
Mm-hmm. Like, you just see the remnants of some fruit that were left behind and started to mold a bit on the ground.
Is there
The
any
town
signage for this house here?
for this building,
For
it was an old smith's shop. This town would actually transport goods between here and the next one. The one I should say, between here and the one you guys had come from. This was kind of a middle. This was kind of a middle point where not a lot of people would generally stop for an extended period of time, but they'd stay a night or two and then just continue.
Gotcha.
So it was not even a heavily trading town so much as a simple pass through for the road. The old
Fair
battlefield was a fairly well-known spot by a lot of people just because it was something that was along the way.
Cool.
Leading from here to the next major town.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So let's see.
We could check it out. There might be something of interest to you. You're a Warforged, right?
Just an android.
Okay.
He fight. You know, you've been with him long enough. You know that he fights with mainly his fists.
Okay. Well, there could
You
be
do
some
s-
spike knuckles, or something to kind of enhance the damage he could be doing there.
You do know that he also has a separate weapon on him,
Mhm.
which you could probably see where you're at. Basically, a stick with a rope attached to it.
Mm.
Traditionally called a dan bong.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a bong, just it's called a dan bong.
No, I get you.
It's great for fighting off
Just don't
people
try
named
smoking for
Dan.
it.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
think my taste.
No,
It's
I'm
the
a pipe
bomb.
fox. I just eat the plant.
I'll go in.
I'll
Yeah.
go in with.
Is there anyone in here?
There's a guard and what you would probably just address as a civilian. There's just a couple people inside. They're talking amongst themselves just about the situation, the goings on of right now.
Gotcha.
Appears to just be a bit more of a general equipment shop. There are some weapons and other goods laying around, but just a relatively similar issue to a lot of the rest of the town. People pretty much cleared out back to the town where you guys had come in from.
Gotcha. Okay.
So right now the main case is simply the guards themselves are around. And if you...
I will ask.
Mhm.
Go on.
Nah, it's pretty much that.
I will ask just for like character knowledge.
Uh-huh.
From what I remember of the simple introduction to the campaign, magic is a fairly new concept to this world, right?
It is a fairly new concept to the world itself at this point. Yes, people have around the world both are and are not familiar with it, in the sense of a lot of people had latent potential and abilities unlocked within them without even knowing they were ever a thing until just recently.
Got it.
It sent a lot of things into a weird twist and issue because so many people now just have abilities beyond what they would have even considered a part of daily life or normal by any means.
Okay.
Usually the only kind of energies that could be related to this originally were mostly through just pure pious rite of those who worship the gods devoutly, or from very old arcane trinkets that can be found almost very rarely at best.
Okay.
So-
follow-up question then. Like a typical scenario, I'm looking for like healing items. Would there be a shop that would sell like healing potions that I would know of? At least like that are typical in a town.
In this town, you're not 100% sure, but you know that
Okay.
you can still look for those things in churches often than not.
Okay. All right, very good. Ziggurat will go on.
I was gonna say, should I roll for continuously mending him every so often, or no?
No.
Or is that just something that happens passively?
I'll go ahead, just say roll like 2d4. It's been a bit, so.
Cool.
There you go.
Pretty sure I just pumped your health points quite a bit.
Pretty sure
I am
Prim
at
is
8.
full.
Okay.
Nope, I'm at 8 of 14.
Oh, well, there you go. You still
Even
got a
with
little
this?
time.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll
I
just
was
roll
at
again
Still.
negative.
later.
I was at
you know,
-1 when I was downed.
Fair enough. I mean, either way, yeah, it'll be pretty much cleaned up by the time you guys are done with stuff.
I was gonna say mending doesn't cost me any slots, so it's just action.
No, it's legit just doing it as time goes on since you're riding around with him. It really
Good
is.
for you.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
There is a church in town.
Okay.
Shall we go check out the church, Ziggurat?
Am I just chilling here with Luca reading that book?
The rat's just nose deep in
Yeah.
corn.
I'm playing the lute, just kind of chilling, relaxing, because I want to, like, just decompress after the travel and
5
and
zombies.
I killed 4 zombies. Like,
With-
I gotta be fair. Tiz
With
did kill one
teeth
of them.
sharper than a warg's, he nibbled on my fingers.
Yes, I will go into the church where there is one.
I put the book next to Nicola, saying, "Was
Mickey.
old Captain's favorite book? You may enjoy." Yes, yes.
Miki.
As I then take my leave.
Miki's gonna look at the smut and just like, I can't believe people read this garbage. There's so much better material.
People
out there.
wear the.
I can't even read this smut and just kind of toss it to the side and continue playing.
Just basically chuck it back toward the bookcase.
Yeah, because it's
Like,
there's so much
casual
better-
entertainment. Mm.
Yeah, there's so much better stuff out there. This is lazy writing.
I see the other 2 outside, and I decide to join their escapades to the church.
Oh,
Cool.
I'll let you
Which
know
one
when I
is the
have
church
more
of this?
lines.
That's fine.
I think we might have to ask for directions.
The church is actually back toward the gate from what you had remembered seeing on your way.
Is it this building right here?
Where the precarious
Yeah, it's up the-
Raptor was.
Yes.
God.
Where is that raptor?
He's dead.
I wanted to cast detect magic on it, you fucker.
It wasn't
Really, the
real. It
was
wasn't real.
I saw it. It was real to me.
It wasn't real.
Frothy, someone spent a long time making a beautifully crafted raptor head. And
He
you
wasn't
deleted-
real.
Oh, that poor man. Spent all that time on that head.
It's just gonna pop up later somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Alright, we are
Oh,
in
God.
the church.
Because
I-
I'm very good at populating places. But anyway, you walk into the church, you see a few priests are lingering about. They are preparing more small potions for the guards as they've been trying to help keep them moving with everything going on.
I look around and try to figure out what god this village worships.
Sure, go ahead and roll a
Judging by the
knowledge
church.
religion.
D20?
Yeah.
That's a 17 plus 11.
Okay.
Or that's
7
a
plus
7
11.
plus 11, so it's an 18.
18.
Yeah. Alright. While I pull that little bit of information, what do you guys want to do?
Ziggurat will go to one of the priests,
Okay.
Time to spawn in a priest we can talk to.
and he'll say, "Hello. I would like to procure some healing potions."
Forgive me for saying I don't know if they work so well with your kind. Was there anybody in particular who needed them?
Me and my party.
I see.
Cure Light Woods does work on me, funny enough.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it does. I count as both a humanoid and a construct.
He is not aware.
That's fine.
I heard the dice roll. That's so funny.
That is so fun. That is so fine.
My brain just immediately went to the dude just like
That was literally the thoughts in
vacant-eyed,
his.
staring at you, completely unaware that it would work that way.
Yep, that was just literally you hearing his thought process. I see. Yes, we've been trying to keep a steady supply with everything going on. I have. Let me see what I can spare. We've mostly been providing them for the guardsmen as of late, due to the current situation. How much would you need?
Would you like money for this compensation?
It would greatly be appreciated. It would give us a chance to get more resources for it.
How many potions would 50 gold give?
As of right now, I would be able to give you. It looks like I can spare 4.
Want to be right back real quickly?
He hands over the gold. He grabs his belt pouch, grabs 50 gold, and just hands it to the priest.
Thank you, sir. Yes, let me go and gather those right away. And he just kind of shuffles off to behind the altar through the doorway and speaks with the gentleman, speaks with some people in back to grab the potions before coming back out.
I look up at Ziggurat and I say, boy, I thought priests were supposed to be smarter.
It is understandable that they are cautious about my kind. There are a few of me that I know of. Perhaps they have not seen one of my kind before.
I gently rest my little head on his arm and say, but we have the best one.
If you go to pet him, just don't do it too hard.
I'm a little small.
Just there,
He might be-
pat, squish.
As you lean your head against him, he will ask, "How do you know if I am the best if you have only seen one of my kind?"
Don't take too deep into it, buddy.
God.
The others haven't helped us kill zombies.
Do you know of others of my kind?
That's a good question. What kind of knowledge check would that be? History? History?
I honestly don't know for these guys.
Would that be an
Probably.
Arcana check? What do you think, Crimmy?
So I guess it would probably be your choice of Arcana or local.
What is my
Because
local?
like we said, we count as both humanoids and constructs.
Yeah.
What if we put a pipe inside Ziggurat so that Wiggly could hide inside of you?
That's
Local knowledge would be the main.
I don't have any local.
You could just roll a flat
knowledge.
intelligence
Just roll
roll.
a D20.
Yeah,
You just can't get.
just go off intelligence.
Go off in. Okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad. I can do that.
straight out the door.
I can't fucking believe it.
That happens.
Unfortunate.
He's just rare among a lot of things, even more so than the magics that are coming through.
I don't have a great deal of knowledge on constructs,
That's,
but
he is the only android, and therefore the best android.
you are. But in my eyes, you are the only android, and therefore the best android. Plus, you don't burn like the rest of us when it comes to a certain someone's fire bombs.
Fire does damage me in some ways.
Hmm.
It heats my surface quite vigorously. Ziggurat will continue standing, waiting for the priests.
Yep. The priest does come out and delivers you the 4 healing potions. You can add them to your inventory.
Hell yeah, view magic items. Let's see.
Kind of want to.
Cure light wounds.
I kind of want to detect magic and see if there's anything interesting in here.
Hmm.
How far a radius does that encompass? Is it like the whole building, or is it more than that?
So it's a vision cone.
It's line of sight.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see much in terms of stuff in here.
Yeah, try not to focus too hard on the actual layout of stuff.
I'm gonna cast detect magic in the church.
All right. You do know this is a Church of Aristil, by the way.
What does that mean?
Ooh,
Oh yeah, the god. Yeah.
Yeah. Not actually a very unsurprising result, just due to the location of this place. They are considered a god of trade, farming, hunting, and family, and this being a little more of a rural area, a lot of their food and trade, a lot of their food and a lot of their living comes from the land itself and what passes through.
Wait, so this means that they know that I used to be a pirate or Bilgewater?
I would have to roll a knowledge check to recognize your outfit or anything like that. There's more to it than that.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. I mean, you saw me roll to figure out if I knew of any other constructs, so I would have to do the same to recognize you as a pirate.
Well, I'm not saying you, but like the townsfolk.
Oh, I don't think so. You just came in with us.
As far as they're concerned, you are with them, and you are holding a guild card like the rest.
Yeah, because remember, you're no longer. You may have been a pirate, but you are no longer a pirate. You are a mercenary like the rest of us. We have been working together for a while.
At least for a little while now, yes.
Yeah.
As for
It's just
detecting magic, you aren't seeing anything particular in the room itself. You do see just a very faint aura off the altar itself. You don't know whether that's simply something that's related to just the presence of the church, or if it's something else.
I go closer.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way for me to? I want to observe whatever flicker I noticed to see if I can find out anything else about it.
Sure.
I can't believe Wiggly's first act in this game is to rob a church. Good.
Lord.
Good.
What am I? Don't worry, because I'm not done. I might explore the rest of the church.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
It's not my god.
My first action in D&D was to die.
I'm glad I'm not there.
I felt that. I felt that so fucking hard.
My first action in D&D ever was to be cursed by a lich. So.
Congratulations.
All right. Do I roll something to observe the altar, or?
No, you're already doing it. Really, there's not a whole ton else coming from it. Just the altar itself has a very faint glow to it.
Well, I can't steal the altar, so I return to Ziggurat and wait for our next move.
Damn, if only my mage hand was bigger.
Damn, if only my mage hand was bigger.
It still only lifts 5 pounds. It's just bigger.
I can't believe I can't telekinetic projectile one of your bombs, Rose. It wouldn't detonate.
Ziggurat at this point would leave.
All right.
And head back to the inn where Miki is staying.
Okay. Ian is roughly 300 feet away.
I observe.
Yes.
I'm so small.
You are a little creature, and somehow his is on the roof. Oh my god.
I lost me again.
You're in the
Stop
building.
doing that.
I can't help it.
You're in the building, Wiggly.
You are.
Am I in the building?
Yeah.
Easiest way to find yourself again is if on the side.
Just
I
double
think
click your
yours
own
should be-
icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up in the top hand corner, but the problem is when I grab it and try to drag it, sometimes it'll just go.
I don't...
Well,
Where the fuck are you?
I'm right here. I'm here.
yeah, no,
I found
Wiggly's
me.
in the building. He's in
I
the
went.
building.
I zipped myself into the building somehow, so I didn't
Yeah.
get launched into the ocean.
Okay, good.
But yeah, as you guys get back, he's like, "Oh, welcome back. How was your walk around town?"
I have procured healing potions.
I poke my head out, and
That's
I
good.
almost robbed a church.
roll 2 more d4.
Why?
Just roll them. You're fine.
Just roll them, yeah.
Okay, 4 more health for Krim.
Yay!
Yay! I'm at 12 HP. It's 12 of 14.
Yay.
I thought they almost caught me robbing the church. I was a little nervous.
Well, if you go
my
splitting them ziggurats, you can take 2 of them, and me and Tiz can take 1 each.
This is agreeable, and he will give you a healing potion. He will give Tiz a healing potion.
Smells it.
I was thinking we should have asked about glass vials or something of the like to refresh Tiz's materials for making more bombs.
Funny enough, Tiz basically knows how to do that. So those are prepped every morning.
Okay.
Can I smell the potions to possibly see the quality of them?
You can whiff a craft alchemy check.
Yes, craft alchemy. Let's go.
It's my craft
I don't have a
alchemy score.
modifier for that either.
Plus 9.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you are the one to do that, aren't you?
Right.
It's a potion of cure light wounds, right?
It's crazy how a class called alchemist would
Shut
have
up,
craft
bitch.
alchemy.
What dice should I roll for the check?
D20.
D20.
I swear to God, if it's a 3 again.
I have another campaign.
It's a
I'll
4.
Choke out the dungeon master.
Yes!
So a 13.
Smells good. Smells like a potion of healing.
How do you add an item to your inventory?
For
Where
potions,
is
you're
my-
gonna want to. You'll want to go
Gear.
down to the tab of equipment, magic items.
No, I'm there, but the only option I have is to buy it. How do I just add it?
You can buy
you
it
can
for
add it for
0.
free.
There should be an ad for free button.
Oh, I see. There's a free button.
Wait, so go to equipment,
Magic items.
Mm-hmm.
magic items.
You're gonna scroll down to miscellaneous magic items. Click on the plus icon in the top right corner of that section.
hmm
And I think, unless the GM states otherwise, this is a potion of cure light wounds.
Yep.
So you want to type potion of cure, C-U-R-E, light, L-I-G-H-T, and it should pop up automatically for you.
Okay.
You'll
And
just
then-
add one to for free to inventory.
Yep, there'll be a little gift button. And just
Okay,
boop.
it's in.
Cool.
All right. And with that, you guys can settle in and rest for the time being.
I should have cast Ray of Enfeeblement more if we're taking a rest now.
Well, you never know
Never-
quite when you're going
You
to.
never
so
know when you're going to rest. Absolutely.
That's fair.
You'll probably be having a big day tomorrow. Or later today.
You guys ready
Who
for our
knows?
big day tomorrow? We're gonna raid a dungeon.
Do you want to cast Mending on me one more time?
I'm gonna cast Mending on the robot one more time.
1d4, sir.
1d4?
I've been saying
It's just
2
one more
because of the amount of time it's been.
Just one more
it's
time.
It's only 1d4 by
That's even
That's horrible.
that's fine. That's fine. When I sleep for the night, I'm gonna go to full HP, so we're fine.
Yeah, you're good. It is just funny.
Is there anything else I need to do? Anybody else that took? No, I can't heal anybody. That would be a Luca thing.
No.
I think I was the only.
The rest of you
character
guys
that was
are
damaged.
actually healed. Yeah.
No, I think
Yeah.
we're all
Yeah.
fine.
You guys are
Haha.
good.
Funny joke. Haha, Frontliner gets damaged. Haha.
Wow.
Gotta
Because I'll
go.
heal you. I kiss your boo boo, Scrimmy.
It takes 10 minutes.
That's okay.
10
I have
minute
all the time in the
smoochies.
world for you.
Not in the middle of combat. You know.
All the time in the world.
What happens if he casts mending on me? Would nothing just happen?
Nothing would happen.
Nothing
Yeah,
happen.
Mending. It would be a waste of. It would be a waste of an action.
It'd be a waste of 10 minutes.
Hey Froth.
Yes.
So are we doing a day rest, or what kind of rest are we doing?
So in this case, you guys have the option. You can take a short rest or you can take a long rest. It really doesn't matter. You can rest during the day, the evening, whenever, as long as you take an extended rest.
What
That would be...
time of day are we at?
It's
right
currently roughly midday.
now? Are we? See, I'm strategizing something here. I think you know what I'm working with.
What are you working with?
I was thinking of casting either augury or deviation. Divination.
I'm sorry, augury and divination?
I don't know how to fucking pronounce these words. I've
You
never
said-
played Pathfinder.
Deviation.
Those are
that's
just normal
divination.
words.
Yeah, whatever. I was thinking of casting one of my future sight spells.
Okay. I mean, you
Just
do
to
you do
kinda
have
see
the
how
option.
Things go tomorrow.
That would be in your...
Deviation.
Shut up.
No, it's just funny.
Oh. So, do you want to do augury or do you want to do divination?
What do they do?
So, augury, you can see into the future about half an hour.
Oh.
What about?
What does divination do?
Yeah, let's do
It's a more powerful version of augury. You can receive a useful piece of advice in reply to a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity that is to occur within the week.
Okay, so I would be able to figure out at least some kind of advice of what we should do while we're in the dungeon, and that's my question I'm gonna propose
So-
for the skill. Just for any general advice on maybe a secret, maybe a source.
Do you have a...
I'm not-
Do you just
I'm not
live in
sure how
people's
it's worded,
sleeves, or do you
yes.
actually have a pipe that you live in?
I live in people's sleeves for the most part.
Okay. So in terms of the way components work, and this is the part where things will get interesting because we actually are using components. You require verbal, somatic, and material components. The materials required for divination are some incense and an offering worth about 25 gold.
Interesting.
Yes.
I look at Miki and I ask if he has either of those things on him.
No.
I assume you don't have incense, but do you have the gold?
I mean, I have the gold. but
There
I
is
don't need it.
incense at the church. You do know
I don't
that.
need it.
If you give me the gold, it will be useful for something that you can take credit for. If you
Damn.
Give me if you can let me have the 25 gold, I will tell you a secret that you can take credit for.
And then, what are you doing? Like, real talk.
You don't have to know.
I know I don't have to, but I want to.
Well, that's too bad.
Oh, well,
How
that's
much
too
is
bad.
50 Shades of Green worth?
Nothing.
It's about 2 copper and a really sad
I
night.
sigh deeply and I slither to Ziggurat
Miki
and
would
ask
start
if he
walking.
has the gold.
He's like, come on, let's go to the church.
Yeah, what? I knew that bitch would give me exactly what I wanted.
What?
Now we left the rat and the robot in the fucking inn, and we're going on an adventure.
But I
Hmm.
feel like as we're walking, Beast will be like, so what are you actually planning on doing?
Just something we pipe foxes are good at.
Yeah.
I will tell you in time, but as you know, I can be very fickle with my secrets.
Secretly.
Secretly.
While they're on their adventure, I take my time to read through my
No!
alchemy book.
Oh, thank God. I got nervous you were about to say 50 Shades of Green again. I'll fucking lose my mind. If that book keeps coming back, man.
Turns out the cult was using this book to try to summon a god.
I may just buy it from like the tavern and just bring it with me.
I slither on. I poke my little head out of the sleeve and I ask the priest, what was it, incense?
Aren't you trying to keep this a secret?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't see me. They'd just hear a voice asking for these things coming from your direction.
Or I could ask it since you asked me.
Yeah, ask for what I need.
I mean, she's gonna look at his sleeve for a few moments and give the tiny pipe fox a light tap on the nose, and
I
then
sneeze.
walk up to the altar and just if there's a priest nearby, he'll walk up to the priest and say, "Hey, I was coming by to see if I could purchase a few things."
Oh, yes, of course. What did you need?
Just a small bit of incense would be good. And perhaps an offering of sorts. If you have anything that you think would work.
Depends on who you plan on offering to, I suppose. I can get you the incense, of course. It's only, let me go check, see what I have available for you. Give me just a moment.
Mickey will look at himself like, I'll be waiting. And then when he walks away, Mickey will look into his sleeve and be like, so what would work?
All I need is the golden incense.
You need an
What do-
offering worth 25 gold pieces, so there needs to be
Oh, I need an
something.
offering worth 25
Yeah.
gold pieces.
It needs to be
De-
something.
Depending
I might have to
on depending on your god, that could just straight up be 25 gold. It depends.
What is my god? Is the god of nature. My deity it's god of nature. So what would an offering for the god of nature that would be worth that much be? Do I have to make a knowledge religion roll for this, or would I just know this off the top of my head? Seeing
This is
how
something
god
you
I
should-
worship, and I'm in.
This is something that you would just know typically. But
I'm asking Wiggly, does your god have any domains besides nature? Is it just nature?
No, there's more than that. It's
Yeah.
dualistic deity of nature, a god of the storm and sky, wave of what? This is. Did I pick the right deity?
supposed to be Gazra, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. It's just nature in general. The winds, the oceans, all of it. Everything that puts nature together as nature, they reside over.
Alright, I got an idea.
A colossal humanoid, often Mogani descent. I'm gonna keep looking at some of this god's information to see if I can find something.
A bundle.
I was actually gonna ask the church, considering this is the god of nature,
Mm.
if they have any rare flowers.
Yeah, that could do it.
Mm-hmm.
That could
It
do
looks
We can
like
ask
it's
that.
So I have a bundle of incense here. It's just 1 gold piece for them.
Okay. I will give the 1 gold piece, and
You receive 10 incense.
What was the name of a deity again, Wiggly?
Here, maybe pronounce this.
Gazra.
Gazra.
And the deity is Gozreth. I was wondering if you have like a rare flower of sorts that'd be appropriate for an offering.
As a matter of fact, if you... We work hand in hand with a lot of the folks there. The flowers we grow behind the church actually are not just for show, but for those who do actually take care to participate in traditions involving her are welcome to take a few for themselves if needed. They're generally quite valuable in her ceremonies, from what I've been told.
Mickey will give...
Off runs the...
Mickey's gonna give a bow and be like, thank you,
And I'll be taking a few to use. I appreciate it.
I slither out of Mickey's thing,
Just gone, darting.
coat, and just dart to look at the flowers myself. If anybody would understand their value, it would be me, right?
You would understand the value of these flowers.
they are pretty.
Pretty
Mickey's gonna
flower.
just take like 3 of them.
The fox's urge to wander is peaked with that little fucking downstairs there, not gonna lie. Anyway,
I'm excited when we get into the dungeon and Wiggly just walks away. You're like, alright, cool.
I examined the flowers closely to see if they would be a proper... if they would be a proper tribute, or how many would make up the tribute I would need for my spell.
Looking at them, you know that they're not... So you know their true value, monetarily speaking, is not anywhere near as much, but you do know that, at least for who you worship and the meaning behind it, taking a couple is all you would need.
Mickey, we need 2, 3, just in case.
Well, I said the moment I walked in here, I picked up 3, so I have 3 in my hand as you say that. I was like, well, I got them.
Just shrugging with them in hand.
I look at him and I say, "You're so smart," before giving him a soft, affectionate bump on the cheek with my head.
Where are you going?
I slithered my way down a set of weirdly
Back
placed
here.
stairs. My bad.
You're going to
I once again
die.
take my place coiled around Mickey's arm.
And Mickey will just walk
Alright, great.
Mickey
Fabulous.
doesn't want to explore the church.
You're going to
Mickey
the
doesn't want to rob a church with me.
Not during the day. Come on, we do it at night, or we're not gonna be seen.
Suppose you're correct.
Of course I'm correct.
I mean, undead, it's zombies, churches, you know.
Alright.
I know some things when it comes to religion. It's the reason you keep me around. I'm awkwardly intelligent for a small snake.
I keep you around because you're adorable. Intelligence is just bonus.
I bite him. I bite him on the wrist. I'm not gonna roll for damage because it's not a damaging bite, but I give him a soft bite on the wrist. It's a tender area.
You will regret this.
He will regret this. But then Mickey kind of just sits down and gets the incense out. He gets the flowers out. And he's like, alright. Do your
Alright.
thing."
What do you want to ask? You will be taking 10 minutes for the spell.
Okay.
You mean
So-
Mickey will be taking 10 minutes for the cell.
Yes. You,
I-
as in Miki, you, the collective Miki.
I look at Miki and I ask, do you have any questions about tomorrow? Any specific details you would like to know? Maybe what could possibly be lurking in the inside and waiting for us?
Yeah, I have a few questions I could definitely think of on the top of my
You
head.
only get one.
Only get one.
You only get one.
See, the problem is that we don't even know for certain if the fortress is what is being used.
Yeah. Oh, we could
It's-
we could just ask that.
No, I would say we ask about the nature of the being that is controlling the undead in this area.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask that. What kind of creature is controlling the undead raiding this village? And oh God, you can't ask that because it has to do with an event that will take place within the week. I could ask, do we find the creature in charge of these zombies? Perhaps, but I don't know if I can get any details short of asking if he resides in the fort.
I got an idea.
Hmm.
When we find the creature controlling the undead, what will we be fighting?
Ah.
Because we'll find him within the week.
Oh, hold on. Froth, what did the roll come out as?
It was determination on success.
Okay. How about
Find out, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Just need to figure out what the final question is that we're asking.
Okay. When we discover the source of the zombies, what will we encounter? I suppose would be the way to phrase that question.
I would specify as the zombies in this area.
Yeah, when we discover what is causing the zombies in this area attacking the village, what will we find?
Because we will find it.
Yeah, we will find it.
Depravity, blood,
300
a
frames.
savior.
Wow.
Can you repeat that?
Blood, a savior. I suppose we're gonna have to make sure we prep good for this. Though none of it, maybe except one, sounds any good for our party.
Can you repeat that again?
Depravity,
One time, Froth.
blood, a savior.
When asking what would we encounter, it was depravity, blood, a savior. Huh. Maybe a hero of the fort was brought back to life. Whatever brought it back left, and that thing is what is throwing the undead.
All right.
It's not a very accurate skill, but
I am,
it tells us something.
and I am okay with leaving our game there.
Yes.
That's kind of an awesome cliffhanger to leave it on.
Depravity, blood.
Everybody's just staring at the fucking pipe
like,
box, mumbling ominous nonsense.
Like, yes, cryptic, yay. My Ouija board is working really weird today. I thought this was your horoscope.
I wonder if any of the people here realize what I did. I don't know if Tiz would figure it out, but
Mickey knows, but
Miki
that's
might
up to.
understand what I did.
Well, that is up to arcane knowledge and such.
No.
Hey, I have arcane knowledge.
Mickey is really good at using magic items.
If you want to roll for knowledge arcane, you may do so now.
Nah, I don't care.
Wait,
Miki
do you
doesn't
think
care enough
me
to understand his
or-
pet.
Anybody who was
Either of
observing the
you.
ritual.
I'll roll.
Mickey cares enough to take credit for what you did, but not enough to actually understand it.
Wait, should I even roll? Because
Wow.
I was in the tavern the entire time.
Well, we're here. We did the.
Yeah,
we did
they did it
thing.
in the tavern.
It's more so rolling to see if you understand.
Not only do
No
you not
idea what
understand,
happened.
You're severely confused just looking at me.
I mean, to be fair, that is actually like the Tiz thing to do. Would just be looking at you like.
You were just oblivious to it the whole time.
Fucking Nat 1 on the first
No.
Nat 1
See-
of the game.
See, here's what happened, right? Tiz was so invested in 50 Shades of Green that the entire ritual just went straight over his head.
Right
Yeah.
over his head.
He had to investigate what his old captain was so fascinated about.
He has to know more.
I think your old
Simplicity of
captain was
Ziggurat is
gay
what makes him likable.
and really
Maybe.
wanted orcs.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
My old captain was an orc.
I stand by what I said.
A man orc or a lady orc?
Ugh.
How dare you?
I like me some lady orcs.
Lady orc. Mm.
I'm pretty sure that pirate ship was a sausage fest. Sorry, aggressive trade company.
Aggressive
the
trade.
aggressive trading company was a sausage fest. And our boy Tiz was the hot dog holder.
The
hot dog bun.
ATC, the leader of the seas trade.
Here's the thing,
Lord.
Tiz just doesn't want to get in trouble because he knows saying pirate will get him in trouble, so he just says aggressive trading company.
We're a landlocked part of the world. I don't think you gotta worry about pirates at all.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about pirates. here,
Land
but
pirates
Tiz
are
doesn't
called
know that.
raiders.
I did see there is a port like near our structure at the beginning.
That's a small lake.
That's because the world banner is water by
It-
default.
It just happens to
So-
be, yeah.
We're
But
in the middle
I
of
just
it.
kind of set up. I set it up. It's basically just a lake over there. It's nothing big.
I can swim really fast.
but I think we can call
Now,
that.
if gnolls show up,